what's going on, everyone? Choco here, and welcome back to How to Minecraft Season 6, Episode 1. And today, we got ourselves an interesting episode lined up for you all. I'm going to be cheating, but first, before I get to the cheating, I got some non-cheaty things to take care of first. Namely, I didn't end up killing the Phantom boss an extra time, so we have two Phantom boss or not boss, I guess Phantom Giants or whatever. But two Phantom kills that I should be doing, and then a giant kill, although I've been told like giants I can just kind of like go to town on them, just don't go like overly ridiculous to the point where it like hurts everyone's soul. And then we have a skeleton kill that I'd also like to kind of get knocked out and pushed out of the way. So I'm gonna do that real quick. I know that a lot of you are like, bruh, no more of these boss fights and stuff, because like for us we just kind of like run in there, dominate it, and then like leave. So I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of fast forward through the fights, and then we'll go from there. So that's the hopeful plan. Hopefully this doesn't go very poorly for me. So we'll be back after, well, I guess I'll show you like the very last bits of the boss fights, because they're kind of repetitive, right? So we'll be back. Ow, I'm not really sure how you managed to hurt me there, but that's fine. All right. Did we get everything? Nope, I got nothing as a matter of fact. No, not narrator!
Narrator off.
What? No, get. Okay, 3 keys and a head. Works for me. On the way up, and then maybe this one on the way down. Death! No, okay. Death! Nope. What? What? Okay. Okay, so there's something up there. There's the head. What? Okay. There we go. Nice. 4 cool crates and 2 resource. Dadgummits. All right, cool. So 2, 3. There we go. This looks like a nice corner of death. Gotta love those hitboxes, right? What'd he give me? Did he give me all diamonds? Are you for... No way, did he? Okay, so our little exploration into the corrupted has yielded us 2 resource crate keys, 4 cool crate keys, 48 diamonds, because the skeleton boss literally just XD like trolled me all the way to the bank, a phantom head, and then of course we got the giant's head. So not the greatest. I'm going to take a quick little detour into the mines, and I'm just going to go see if I can't get a little bit of something going for me in there. I have absolutely 0 use for this many diamonds, to be perfectly honest with you. So I'm sort of on the fence about, like, should I just sell these for money? Because I can sell these for sure, but I am not super sure if it's, because like diamonds are like, they're renewable, but they're not like super renewable, you know? So I'm kind of on the fence about it. But I'm gonna go into the mining thing real quick, and then I'll let you guys know if number 1, if anything crazy happens, which I kind of doubt, but number 2, if I happen upon something that's like like if we get the crate keys, and then we'll roll together for it and stuff like that. So here we go. Okay, so here's what's gone on. We went into the miners dimension thingy, or the miners area, and ignore the fact that I'm a porcupine, but we ended up with 6 gold, 8 irons, and then 14 quartz. So basically nothing whatsoever to speak of, which is kind of unfortunate, but you know, you do what you gotta do. We're gonna go ahead. There's Eyes of Ender in there. We're gonna go ahead and head back now and onto the main part of today's episode. So I don't know if you guys know this. I don't know if I've shown you guys this. It's been, my brain has kind of been all over the place, but this is what we currently need for our build. Now for the glowstone, I decided to kind of cheap out on it a little bit. So we're going to supplement something here. Like, so it's supposed to be all glowstone, but all glowstone sounds like absolute butts to do. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm actually going to do glowstone and mix that in with glass, I think. Because glass, number 1, if I put down carpet, there should be nothing that spawns, and we're gonna be carpeting the entire underbelly floor pretty much, at least for the relevant underbelly. For outside of that though, it's literally just like, so you can see it's like almost all carpet, and then it's just a buttload of glowstone, and the glowstone shares its light, or pushes its light through actual carpet, which means that we can go ahead and use that as both a light source and a way to make sure that everything is spawn proofed and whatever else. So chances are I'm probably going to end up doing like glass or something along those lines. I was thinking about maybe doing like cobble or something, but I don't know. I'm kind of like not really feeling that too much. So probably glass will be kind of what we end up doing. Where we are right now though is I've kind of been working on and off on the whole thing for the underbelly stuff. The big thing, whoops, I didn't have my elytra on, yikers. I recovered, no worries, I'm the best. So what, hey, oh, Abby gifting 5 tier 1 subs to the channel for a total of 193 gifted. Congratulations to Twitch, drawing, hey, Dako, Blurry, and Behavesh. But grats everybody, if you got yourself a gifted sub, be sure to give Abby a hearty thank you. And of course, Abby, thank you as always for your continued generosity and keeping our channel afloat. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so we've been, I got distracted. So we've kind of been working towards a couple of things here and there. The storage system being the big thing that we have to do. But you can see here, I've been kind of grinding away a little bit on the emerald side of things. And I brought some carrots over from the area where Kenny's whole situation is. I've been contemplating if I want to do this. I'm not super sure yet, but I think I might, which is there was something I've been meaning to do, which is I wanted to make an emerald building. Not a building necessarily made of emeralds, but a building that is conducive for making a lot of emeralds. But I thought back, there has been I think it's called Illager Outpost. Maybe it's a Pillager Outpost, I'm not quite sure. Oh, Abby gifted another sub to Susanna. Oh, Susanna, don't you cry for me. Congratulations, Susanna. Make sure you give Abby a hearty thank you. Who apparently just woke up and is from Aussie land. Awesome. Anyways, but yeah, I think for emeralds, there's some kind of like Illager Outpost or Pillager Outpost or something that we can use to farm emeralds. And I think I might cave. I might cave on it. I think it's where Jerome and YouTuber Village might be. So I'm kind of on the fence about whether or not I want to take one over. If anyone happens to know, I won't do it today. So if you're on Twitch chat and you happen to know one, hold on to it, or like let someone know so they can tell me after this particular episode's over. Or if you're in YouTube comment section, if you happen to know another one besides the one in YouTuber Village, which I think is in YouTuber Village, let me know, because I might make a farm out of it. I don't know. Because grinding emeralds was like neato canito for a while. It's not so neat after a while. Punmeister with a solid heart and 3-month resub. Appreciate that. You're hatching. You're starting to hatch. So anyways, that is all going to be a cool little thing that we might have potentially in the works. But yeah, kind of grinding emeralds, it's not super duper efficient. And I was actually thinking this. I don't know if this is risky or not, that's the problem, but I might try to make a villager station at an illager or pillager. I don't know how that works. I have to do research on it, but basically it makes sense to me. I would want my villagers close to the emerald farm. So as I'm doing trades, it generates more emeralds so I can trade more. That just logically makes sense to me. Failing that, if it doesn't look so great, then what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be making some kind of like, I'll make like some kind of like basic resource tower. Chances are it's going to be this set up here and just stacked up. And then this stacked up thing, I'm just going to have to put like, I think mine carts with hoppers, if it doesn't seem to lag the server too much, because I know mine carts with hoppers are sort of goofy. But my current plan is leave a bunch of mine carts with hoppers here. He throws the carrots towards the villagers that are like, oh, feed me. But in reality, they'll never reach them because they'll just get sucked into the mine cart with hoppers. And then they'll go down, down, down. And then they'll eventually reach a kind of a collection point. So maybe something there. This is not super efficient, to be honest with you. Because we don't have entity cramming at like kind of a reasonable place, I guess you could make the argument that's like, well, you could just like have your million chickens and they constantly lay eggs, and then the eggs that they constantly lay, as the new ones spring up, the old ones will get like murked, and then as they kind of grow, they'll self-sustain. Yes, we could do that. Is it the best of ideas? Probably not for server health, but for like, maybe, we'll see. If I have to go into things a little bit more, then we will. The other options, of course, are, I guess we could really if I want to do self-managing things, the iron one obviously works here because we have iron, and I can make it go down to 1, and it's not too inefficient, but it's also not particularly great because iron isn't one of the high yield trades. What I mean by that is if I were to take my iron and trade, I think I get 12 trades out of this. Tier 1 trades like this one are, well, I shouldn't call them tier 1 trades, but like the basic trades are 16s, so this is pretty good. You can have another one that's like higher in number. It's not like as you go down, they get less and less and less all the time, but usually this is the case. So something else to consider going forward. But anyways, back onto the main subject at hand. I need to go ahead and make a lot of carpet. Not like a tremendously like ridiculous amount, but I do need some carpet. If you guys are not aware, there's a couple of little tricks involving carpet, one of which I'm going to be definitely taking advantage of for this episode. Now you might be sitting there kind of scratching your head going, okay, Choco, well, out with it. What do you mean? Well, that's where the cheating part of the episode comes in. So, like, it's not really like cheating, but it's sort of cheating, but it's not really, you know, it's like, I would say it's a gray area. Okay, let's call it a gray area within cheating. I wouldn't quite call it cheating, but I can't quite in good conscience say that it's not cheating. So let's just agree to call it a maybe cheating. Okay, it's like a solid kind of cheating. It's not like a full-on like but like a kind of cheat, and I think that's fair. I think that's a suitable level of cheatingness that I think everyone can live with. So what I mean by that is we're gonna be duping items again. Now you might be like, okay, Choco, you've duped before. This isn't like rocket surgery here. What do you mean? Like, what's the big deal? What is the down low here, as it were? And the down low, as it were, is to actually go ahead and get myself a carpet duplicator. Now you might sit there and think, okay, whatever, he's just gonna use this for carpets and that's it. That's all it's ever gonna be used for, and who really cares? To which I say to you, nay, sir or madam, that is not the way this goes. What we're talking about here is something that is gonna have a wide-reaching impact. Now, this might have piqued your attention. You might have been like, wait a minute, what now? What'd you just say? What came out of your mouth? We are, by doing what we're about to do, this is gonna be something that we take advantage of for the underbelly a number of other times over. We're gonna be duplicating the carpet, and we're gonna be doing this not just for what we're doing right now. It'll be also important for something we do later on involving the super furnace. It's based off a design, I believe, by, oh geez, I wanna say it's Mango. Hold on, I think I have the credit here. Yeah, by El Mango. And so he has a perfect smelter thing, and the way that it works is it basically takes your items that you're smelting, attempts to distribute them evenly across a bunch of furnaces, and then upon distributing them evenly, we'll go ahead and then kind of let the whole thing go. Now, in the ones I've seen, there's weird offshoot ones, but I couldn't quite figure out the one I was looking for. So I kind of like did a really messy prototype of one. Works questionably, but it does seem to work, and basically what it uses and it banks off of is actually the way that it interacts with carpet, being that carpet is a fuel source. Now, an important note about this, carpet is a fuel source, but it is a terrible fuel source, which might lead you to the question, well, why not bamboo, Choco? And the basic answer is that it's a terrible resource for burning and fuel, with the exception of it's better than bamboo. Bamboo is bamboo is bad. Let's just leave it at that. Bamboo is not the first choice I have ever had for fuel. It's great if you have a 0 tick, which the server, if it wasn't on paper and if they had it, enabled, there is a setting I think for paper where you can disable that, but as of right now, the server disallows 0 tick farms, which I think is kind of silly, but it's the rule of the server. I'm not going to go against it. So the weird thing about the bamboo farm is that if you have a good thing going for it, you can actually make a tremendous amount of fuel very quickly with a fairly small footprint, which is what makes it worthwhile. I guess this would technically be there. So alphabetical order. Cool. We're in the lead with cool. Cool. We're in the lead with cool. Yep. Makes perfect sense. All right. So what we're going to probably end up doing is Misa thinks that we're going to go ahead and use the carpet because bamboo, in order for me to make enough bamboo to supply an entire furnace array, it just like chomps on it and there's absolutely nothing left. So unfortunately, it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense for us to do bamboo on this server. If it was on a vanilla server and there was no like plugins whatsoever, that would 100% be the way I go. I want to make that very clear. The bamboo zero tick is much, in my opinion, better because of a couple of different things. But the main thing being that, man, the carpet system, it's rough. It's noisy, and not only, well, I guess the zero tick farm is noisy too, but it's noisy and it's also super weird because of the way that it functions. But you guys will see. I'm gonna make like a mock-up here, and I guess by a mock-up I mean I'm gonna properly make one, I suppose. But let me see here. I think I'm gonna need 2. Well, I just made 3 of them, so that's fine. And then I'm gonna be needing a sticky piston, which I need to make a piston for. I'm needing plankerinos. Planks. Give me the planks. If you are doing this in your own world, if you're looking at this series and you've been trying to be like, oh, I wonder if there's anything I can take away, this is one of the takeaway ones. Carpet is useful for a number of things. I mean, even with us, we've used the carpet for things such as spawn proofing the ender farm. Carpet's good for jumping over fences, stuff like that. It's also just good for decoration. So it's not like a bad item whatsoever to have. Something that I personally would say is, it's not the most useful thing, don't get me wrong. It's not like on the same tier as an iron farm, but it's nothing to scoff at either, especially as an infinite fuel source. This is also, I would say it's a fairly cheap, reliable fuel source, and one that I'm not as concerned that Mojang will like fix super duper soon. I feel like this has been a bug for a good while now. I don't think that they have any plans to fix it. Maybe they did, I have no idea. And obviously as that goes along, I'm sure we're gonna have more and more people that are like, we found a new way to make this not be broken. But as of right now, it seems to be perfectly stable and fine, so I'm pretty happy with that. So let me see, I'm gonna put that right there, and then let me get myself, I doth haveth if indeed. All right, so let me go ahead, take one of these, slam. One day I will know how to play my, okay. So we're gonna go ahead, put this right here, and then I'm actually gonna need a carpet. That is obsidian. That's also obsidian. Why they're split apart? The world will never know. We actually have packed ice in here, which is pretty pog. Wait. Oh, it's just regular paper. I was like, do I have money in here? Yes. Yes, okay, we'll do this. So for the time being, let me make some carpet out of you. Let me see. I think this is all we need, but let me just check to make sure. So give that a little activation, and there you go. Pretty easy, right? And then whenever you want to shut it off, power the block behind it and stays in its extended position. So again, all you need here are 2 observers, 2 slime blocks, and a sticky piston. Pretty simple, and a lever or whatever. If you want to keep it running, I guess it doesn't really matter, but you need to you have to initiate it in some way, shape, or form. So pretty darn cool. Now, the thing here is that obviously to power a large number of furnaces, for example, you would need a few of these. I might make one, for example, near the gold farm. And the reason why I would make this in the gold farm, of course, is to help fuel the blast furnace, because that's, you know, processing a lot of gold swords. So whenever I make the eventual leap to that, I might go ahead and do it that way. I don't think grindstoning the swords is really all that important anymore, because people have kind of just like full on entered endgame. So we're gonna do endgame techniques. That is not one of them. But anyways, this whole thing, pretty useful. I'll probably be using it across a bunch of different places. This is also not, this is just like, you can make this wherever you want. You can make this in the end, you can make this in the nether, overworld, I suppose, in modded dimensions you could do it. But yeah, this is pretty cool. So anyways, so that's gonna be the game plan for my carpet game, which is going to be quite a something else, if I were to be completely honest. And I can leave this running for a while. I can make like a little hopper thing on the bottom if I really want to, and just have it automatically collect carpet as it kind of chugs along. So potentially something that could be done. I'm not super worried about doing it that way, so I'm just gonna let this thing run for a little bit, and then we got some other fish to fry. So another thing that I need to be doing is I need to be getting myself some other kinds of wool. Specifically, I need to get black, light gray, gray, and white, which I believe is just squid ink and then just varying kinds of white dye, which I believe can be acquired from bone meal. So that's kind of where my head's at. I'm just going to assume it will work. I couldn't promise you that it'll work, but I would think it would work. So let me see here. I don't think I actually have any here. And of course, I would prefer to dye a pair of sheep one time. Well, that's just very fortunate. Okay. Yeah, but I like to kind of gather up some sheepies and then bring them over here and then have them all go. We'll see. I don't know if necessarily that will happen in this particular go of it, but we'll kind of figure it out. But actually for this episode, I know it's kind of another short one, but that's going to be it for right now. I'm going to be gathering sheepy, I think, on stream more so than anything, because I don't want you guys to be sitting here and like watching me just like slowly leading sheep over and doing that kind of stuff. But the next episode, hopefully at the very least, will be me doing the floor of the underbelly, which should be a pretty cool thing. It's definitely more, it's aesthetic. It's not like a functional thing. The episode after that should be the big one. The episode after that should be like the whole sorting system. I saw a number of comments that are like, Choco, every time that you go through 80 chests, it hurts my soul. Please stop this. This is some kind of like weird torture. And I'm like, I didn't really think it was that big of a deal. But when you put it that way, when you phrase it like that, I guess it does kind of hurt. But yeah, in an effort to not have you all suffer immensely, I will certainly try my absolute darndest to reform. I want to be a reformed man. All right, I want to be the good guy Choco, not bad guy Choco. So let me see here. Actually, I guess I'm just gonna go ahead and keep on collecting. So we have one more thing to do before we kind of end off the episode proper, which is with you guys. I need to do one more phantom run. So I'm gonna go ahead and poke my head into the corrupted dimension and go kill myself a phantom boy again. And then after I kill myself a phantom boy, then I'm going to go ahead and head back, and then I'll just kind of proceed onwards. But yeah, I'll be back after we have gotten the phantom pretty much dead, and we'll just kind of note that kill and we'll be good. Okay, so I got a little bit carried away while we were, of course, doing everything on stream. And then we ended up moving a bunch of sheepies and dyeing them colors and stuff for all the carpet that we need. So we kind of went ahead and put these all in here. I did not put dispensers in here yet with the shears, so that's still a thing that needs to be done. But we do have a whole gamut. We brought over some of the other sheepies, like the purple and the pinks and whatnot. The magenta. It's like what? Purple, magenta, pink, black, dark gray, light gray. I guess that's just regular gray. Cyan, light blue, and regular blue. So we are pretty well and done with that. I've added in some extra things in here of glass just to make sure that these things weren't like launching, because like they would have every now and then just launched all the way across. I think some of them were probably hitting that cactus, to be honest with you. But there's just, this kind of makes it so I don't have to attend to it. I don't have to sit there and collect, and this will just automatically go. Someone in chat asked the question, well, couldn't you just make more of these? To which the answer is yes. Of course you could make more of these. But for our particular case, I'm not going to worry about going ultra efficient right here, because we don't really need it to be super efficient. But anyway, so that's running and doing its own thing. I'm going to now hop on over, kill that phantom, and then we'll be good for the episode. So, see you in a second. Yeah! Ow. Okay, let me check. That is one of each key in the phantom head. Works for me. All right, good stuff. Okay, oh, that's a super scary creeper. All right, so let's go ahead and you know what? I mean, I guess we might as well. We're already out here. Nah, we shouldn't be greedy with it. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and head back home, I think. And we're just gonna go ahead and I think call it there for today. So overall, some good progress made. We have most of everything kind of squared away and sorted out, which is kind of nice. I need to trade for quite a while for the glowstone, but we'll go ahead and open all these things, I guess, towards, I'm gonna gather them up. I do want to stockpile them. I know we're kind of like on the fence before. I think I do want to stockpile them. This is just more fun that way. Just get a whole bunch of them in like every Sunday or something. Maybe like Saturdays or something. We'll open them all up. But let me go ahead. Swoop down like an eagle. And let's go ahead, drop off our goodies. And I think we're gonna get going there. If any of the mods would like to prepare for the outro person, I would appreciate that. Oh, skeleton's on fire above me. I was like, what? Skeleton. All right, so let's go ahead. take a look and gander at our glorious loot. So across the board, all up by 1. We're even now at 2 of each. Pretty darn nice. And then we, of course, have all of our stuff ready to rock and roll. I'm gonna actually leave the glance behind here. This crossbow is actually just about worthless to me, which is a shame, but it is what it is. But either way, in terms of as far as a crossbow can go, it's not bad, but it's not super useful for me in particular. But either way, it is neither here nor there, I suppose. Overall, pretty well off. Again, we're gonna probably be working on the floor next time, which is an aesthetic build day, and then day after that will probably be the functional part, which is the storage portion of it. And then we'll be building in some farms and stuff like that. I do think I need a thing for turtles, so I'll probably make 1 turtle module that's not like overly large, but not super small either. I do want to have like a number of scutes from each particular run of it, so that'd be kind of nice when we get that going. Well, that should be about all we have for today. Anyways, thank you all very much for watching. If you did enjoy this episode, let me go ahead and get myself ready here. If you guys enjoyed this episode, consider leaving a like rating down below. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. Notification bell if you want to be notified. So today we went ahead, we made our little carpet duplicator. We'll be using this quite a bit in the future. In addition to the carpet duplicator, of course, we got ourselves some cool little things of boss drop junk and whatever from the corrupted dimension. Not from the boss, actually. The boss dropped me these diamonds, which is kind of a rip. But minus the little bit of salt there, pretty well and good on our way to other things. I guess the real big thing at this point now is just kind of working towards the underbelly stuff. I don't really know the point of really grinding hardcore for any kind of like combat items, so I'm not gonna really be worrying about that. So we're gonna probably be switching our focus to more to like a build focus, because yeah, we could technically be farming for like savior, and if I really felt nutty about it, I guess I could go for like nursery 5 if I wanted to no life it. But like all in all, really what we're aiming for at this point is just kind of build stuff. We might make some simple farms here and there. I'm not really sure how I feel about it, but we'll have to see about it. But yeah, that's kind of where we are with things. So everything's all in pretty good shape. And of course, the more time I spend here, the more iron that produces and such and so forth. You can see, oh, are we full? Yes, we are, pretty much. I think it'll go to the overflow, maybe. Yeah. So it went to the overflow. That's fine. All right. Anywho, yeah. So, anyways, so today, carpet duplication. Tomorrow or next time, probably gonna end up doing the floor, and then time after that again, we're gonna be doing the storage thing, hopefully. But anyways, thank you all very much for watching. And if you enjoyed, let me see, is anyone ready? Doesn't look like anyone is ready, so we're just gonna go ahead and okay, Brummy's gonna do it again. All right, cool. So anyways, thank you all very much for watching, and as always, most importantly, take care of yourselves, have a wonderful, safe day, and until next time,
ciao for now. This is Sick Brimmy.
Sick Brimmy. Yes, she's calling herself sick, guys. She's bragging.
I'm
wow.
currently sick.
Wow, she's bragging. Can you believe her? And she'll like, if you ever try to accuse her of this, she'll just ban you from the stream. That's kind of wild. She's just abusing her power. Can you? Wow, that's just toxic. All right, take it easy, everybody.